Hello children, I hope you are feeling strong and healthy. Welcome to this English hour where we will learn a lot of new things and have lots of fun. Are you ready? Let's get started. Children, do you study regularly? Yes, I'm sure most of us study regularly. Can you tell me what would happen if we don't study regularly? If we don't study regularly, we will not be able to prepare ourselves for our exams. And if we are not able to prepare ourselves for our exams, it will affect our marks. And sometimes we might have to study at last moment. And when that happens, it could also affect our health. Now tell me, how do you prepare for your exams? When I was in school, I used to study regularly. I used to finish all the homework that was given to me because I had this one experience where I didn't do my homework for an entire week and then I had to study over the weekend, which is why I could not go out and play with my friends. Since then, I decided that I will study regularly. If we study regularly, we are better prepared for our exams. And when it is exam time, we can relax a bit and give our papers stress free. To sum it up all, it is very important for us to be prepared all the time. If we are always prepared, we can come out of any problems. And that is why we should always be prepared and never procrastinate. Today, we will learn idioms about animals. Idioms are small sentences which do not have exact meaning. Let's find out how. As sly as a fox. Foxes are very cunning in nature. So here, as sly as a fox means that someone is clever and smart. As slow as a snail. Snails are very slow in nature. So here, as slow as a snail means someone who walks very slowly. Do you know someone who is as slow as a snail? As busy as a bee. Bees are very busy and hardworking. So here, as busy as a bee means someone who is very hardworking. Do you know anyone who is as busy as a bee? As brave as a lion. Lion is known as the king of the jungle and they are known as the king of the jungle because they are very brave. Do you know someone who's as brave as a lion? We'll start with learning some new words. Please listen to me carefully. Tusk, tusk, tusk. Attention, attention, attention. Danger, 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 weapon, 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 sharp, sharp, sharp. Now we will read a story. I would request you to please open page number 7 of your Bal Bharati textbook and point at the words as I read them. If you don't have the textbook, please listen to me carefully. One day, a wild boar was sharpening his tusks against the bark of a tree. He was doing it very carefully. There lived a fox in the same forest. He was always looking for a chance to make fun of other animals in the forest. When he saw the wild boar, he decided to tease him. He began to walk around the trees, looking left and right, up and down. He also began to act as if he was really scared. But the boar did not pay any attention to him. He kept right on with his work. So here we saw that there is a wild boar. Do you know what the wild boar looks like? A wild boar is a big pig in the jungle who has very sharp tusks. Can you tell me what was the wild boar doing in the forest? Yes, the wild boar was sharpening his tusks. He was making his tusks very pointed. ये वाइल्ड बोर जो था जंगल में वो अपने टस्क्स शार्प कर रहा था. एंड सडनली हु कम्स देयर? अ फॉक्स कम्स देयर. वहां पे अचानक से एक फॉक्स आ जाता है. ही ऑल्सो लिव्स इन द सेम फॉरेस्ट. डिड द बोर पे अटेंशन टू टीजिंग? नो, he did not pay attention to what the fox was doing around him. फॉक्स बोर को छेड़ रहा था, पर बोर ने उसकी तरफ ध्यान नहीं दिया और वो अपना काम करते गया. He just kept right on with his work. Let's see what the fox will do next. At last, the fox said with a grin, "Why are you doing that? I tried very hard, but I did not see any hidden enemy or danger." True, replied the boar. Just now there may not be any danger, but when it really comes, there won't be any time to sharpen my tusks. My weapons have to be ready for use then. If I am not ready, I will have to suffer. So children, can you tell me why was the wild boar sharpening his tusks when there were no enemies or danger around? क्या आप मुझे बता सकते हो कि बोर अपने टस्क्स क्यों शार्पन कर रहा था जबकि कोई भी वहां पे उसके दुश्मन नहीं थे? He was preparing for the future. वो अपने फ्यूचर के बारे में सोच रहा था. Though there were no enemy around, he should be prepared always with his weapons to save himself. वो ये सोचता था कि अभी उसके आसपास शायद उसके लिए कोई खतरा ना हो, पर फ्यूचर में हो सकता है. इसीलिए वो अपने टस्क्स को अभी से शार्प कर रहा था. So, just like the wild boar, we should always be prepared in advance and never keep things to the last minute. Can you tell me what did we learn from the wild boar? We learned that we should always be prepared and never keep things for last minute. Can we also do that? We can always try to study on time so that when it's our exam time, we don't have to hurry. Don't we all agree with the wild boar? Now, let's do an activity. On your screen, you will see a few words. These words are action words. What you have to do is add 3 words associated with these action words. For example, you will see the word sharpen. Now with the word sharpen, what are the three words that you can write? I could say sharpen a pencil or sharpen your mind. Sounds easy? Let's give it a try. Now let's have a look at other words. Write. Write a poem. Write on the board. Write with your right hand. Decorate. Decorate your notebook. Decorate your classroom blackboard. Decorate your hair. Paint. Paint your nails. Paint your wall. Paint a pot. Draw. Draw a circle. Draw a straight line. Draw in your book. Play. Play with your friends. Play a game. Play hide and seek. Open. Open the bottle. Open your books. Open the door. Close. Close your eyes. Close the window. Close your book. Wash. Wash your clothes. Wash the utensils. Wash your face. Polish. Polish my shoes. Polish the car. Polish my nails. Pour. Pour water. Pour juice. Pour milk. Fill. Fill the bottles. Fill the gap. Fill the bucket. Cut. Cut the grass. Cut the bread. Cut the vegetables. Join. Join a group. Join a meeting. Join the call. Find. Find the answers. Find an address. Find a friend. Now we will learn about idioms. Do you know what idioms are? क्या आपको पता है idioms क्या होते हैं? Idioms को हिंदी में कहावत कहते हैं. I will give you an example. We are all sailing in the same boat. इसका क्या मतलब हुआ? इसका मतलब हुआ कि हम सब एक नाव में हैं. But idioms don't translate literally. When we talk about idioms, if I say we are all sailing in the same boat, what I am trying to say is we are all facing the same problems. हम सब एक ही समस्या face कर रहे हैं. Now we will do an activity related to idioms. You will see idioms given in one column and their meanings given in the second column. What you have to do is match the idioms with their meanings. For example, we are all sailing in the same boat is the first example. We have to match it with its meaning, which is option number C. We are all facing the same problem. Sounds easy? Let's give it a try. I hope you learned something from today's session. Now it's time for you to sit back and relax while I tell you a story. What is the first thing that you do when you wake up in the morning? We brush our teeth and we use a toothpaste to brush our teeth. But have you ever thought, how did people use toothpaste when there were no tubes? Let's find out, how did people manage then? The name of the story is How Does the Toothpaste Get into a Tube? And it's written by Veena Prasad. The place is United States of America. Time 7 a.m. in the morning. Year 1870. Two kids wake up early in the morning and their mother gives them two toothsticks and one toothpaste jar. Did you hear me correctly? Did I say toothsticks? Yes, I did say toothsticks. In the year 1870, toothbrushes were not yet invented, so people used twigs as toothsticks. Some people who were rich used hair of boar for the extra shine. And what was the other thing that I said? Did I say toothpaste jars? Yes, in those days, toothpastes were not yet invented. So people stored their toothpaste in porcelain jars and dipped their toothsticks into the jars to use them. And did you know that all the family members use the same toothstick jar? Imagine some distant relative who has really bad teeth using the same toothstick jars as yours. Doesn't it sound disgusting? One day, Dr. Sheffield's son was disgusted with the toothpaste jar and he decided to use tooth powder. But he always had one thought stuck in his head, and that was that there should be and must be a better way of cleaning our teeth. A few years later, Lucius went to Paris to study dentistry. Do you know what dentistry is? Dentistry is the science of teeth and gum. One day, he was walking the streets of Paris and he saw a painter who was painting. He saw that this painter was using colors from metal tubes. And when he saw this, an idea came into his head. He thought that if these paints can be used in a tube, why can't we do the same with our toothpaste? And then he immediately went to his father, and his father loved this idea. Now it was only a matter of figuring out how to put the toothpaste into the tube. Have you ever been in a situation where you are half asleep and half awake early in the morning? You have to go to the school. Your mother is shouting at you to get ready as soon as possible. In this half awakened state, you somehow manage to pick up your toothbrush and your toothpaste, and while you're putting your toothpaste on the brush, some of it just splatters on the sink. Don't you think that there should be some way that you can put this toothpaste back into the tube? Lucius also had a similar thought. And what do you think he did? Did he use a toothpick or a bud? Let's find out. It was not as messy as you think. They did not try to put the toothpaste into the tube from the cap end of the tube. Instead, they used the opposite end because it was bigger, and that is how they would be able to fill the tube in large amount and in quicker time. So, what they did was they filled the tube with the paste from the larger end of the tube, and then later they sealed it. Today, toothpastes are filled into the tubes using machines, and we fill the tubes through the unsealed end. So children, today we learned how did the toothpaste tubes come into existence. I hope you liked this story, and if you did, please share this story with your friends. Now it's time for a fun fact. Today's fun fact is about clouds. Do you know why clouds are white? They are white because they reflect sunlight from above them. I hope you enjoyed today's session, and I would see you in our next session. Until then, take care and stay safe. Bye.